Hey, what is up, you guys? My name, of course, is Custom, or whatever the heck you want to call me, and today, you guys are going to be watching a commentary from me on Prodigy Nelson's channel. Before I start off this entire commentary, I want to give a huge shout out to Prodigy on his own channel for giving me the opportunity to post this commentary on his channel, if it does make it that far. This allows me to grow my own channel and lets me tell his audience of what I bring to the table. So, before I start off, I want to start off with the basic and generic stuff that people look for whenever looking in a commentator. One, I'm 14 years old, and why I sound young, I honestly don't know. And third is that I'm brown. I may be the first brown commentator on YouTube. I honestly don't know, and I haven't seen anybody yet who's actually big and known on YouTube. So I may be the first brown person on YouTube as a commentator. And last but not least, I'm Canadian. So to start off this commentary, I want to basically explain to you guys everything from my life story from the beginning of YouTube and where I am right now. So let's start off. I've been in this YouTube business for an entire 3 years, and that's a huge ass amount of time. Like, now that I'm 14, thinking back about it, there's been so much shit that's gone on. I want to basically tell you guys all about it so you guys can learn the moral of the story eventually as well. So since I've been in this business for apparently 3 years or 4 years, it was when I was 11 years old, or it was when I was 10 years old. I think that was most likely 11 years old, back when I was in grade 8. I've gained a little success, but I've gained a lot of knowledge at the same time. My biggest mistake that I actually ever made in this YouTube thing is that I did everything for someone else and didn't work enough for myself. And then eventually I realized that, hey, I always wanted to get big on YouTube. I wanted to be recognized. So why am I making all of these guys' dreams come true, but not my own at the same time? Because I love helping other people, but that's also one of my flaws, because I'm a yes person. I can never be a no person. But I'm trying to learn how to help other people as well as helping myself at the same time. So now, let's start off from the beginning. When I was 10, I enjoyed clans. Since I'm young, so you know, like, you're young and you're a nub and you're like, yeah, clan boy, let's go, what clan are you in? And then I was really into website clans. So eventually I searched up clans or teams for Call of Duty, and this was when it was the Black Ops 1 season. I never got to play MW2 to this day except for a friend's house, and that was once. So at the Black Ops season, and I'm like, hey, I see this team that's called FOD Gaming. So I joined them, and which is now known for sponsoring great teams such as Impact. So if you guys saw back at MLG Anaheim, you may have seen that their name was FOD.Impact. Yeah, I worked for them. So I spent 3 solid years on the team, and in those I got so many new friends. I got a lot of connections. It was so much fun, like, it's indescribable. So let me start off with the basic stuff in the beginning. I started the sniping division on that team. I basically ran through it. I was the staff of recruitment as well. Eventually, that grew my business side a lot much more. I grew as a business type of a person. And I also recruited Adversity, Cypher, Twisted Method, and Death Wish while I was on the team. Honestly, that was one of the greatest experiences because I was working with other people sponsoring these teams to go to big events. And I remember when Adversity had joined us, and then they became to VVV Gaming, but that was right after they joined FOD Gaming. So aside from that, I got more connections and sponsors, and here I am now. But continuing on, one of the cons is that it was much more of a community. It wasn't like a team that you could join by high standards. It wasn't really a sniping side. It was that you sign up on the website and you're a part of the community. And that's not what I wanted, and that was a bit too late when I figured it out. So during this time, I got much more into the sniping community and grew my connections. But I blew my chance because I was loyal to FOD. I got to know so many more teams, like Team Bang, which is one of the most recognized team for sniping. I got to know 1017 Sniping and Guild Society and many of these widely great known teams. But I blew my chance of getting to know them and eventually getting onto their team. Why? Because I was loyal to my team, which is one of the most necessary things in a type of person. But now continuing on. I also bought capture cards because I was trying to grow in my sniping side. So first off, I bought the Dazzle from Future Shop, which was like, I don't know, $50, and it's a waste of money completely. Like, just kill yourself if you buy it. Not really. And then I bought the Roxio Game Capture, the standard definition one. Those two, the biggest mistakes I ever fucking made. So, this isn't part of the story yet. So then I grew my number of friends. So eventually, I know this guy to this day, and his name is VQ Rylan. He's now the owner of Vanquish. He used to work with me in FOD Gaming. We used to like chill, talk back then, snipe eventually, like hang out, you know, that typical my boy stuff. And then eventually, since I didn't see the same vision as FOD Gaming, I left when I was 13 to eventually join another team. During this time, my parents knew nothing about me and YouTube as well as teaming or clanning. Finally, I told them, and they let me enjoy YouTube as much as I wanted. And I was so gassed that day, I don't know why. And I messed up. When I was telling them that, hey, I want to do YouTube, I want to do this is what it is, bam, 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 these are the pros, then bam, 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 these are the cons. They said, I messed up. I said, I didn't tell them about buying a HD capture card because I was afraid that they wouldn't let me do it. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. And I totally regret today because I could have started off and elevated this career a lot much more higher. So, finally, I turned 14 and stuff started to change. I got invited to join Thrust as a competitive manager by a friend who was also in FOD Gaming. You will see a lot of my friends coming back to this day and helping me out, and that's basically what it is about the YouTube community that I love. I became the competitive manager of Thrust, and which is now restarting as the sniping Thrust. I got accepted, but then since Keemstar started that huge hassle about the knifing, turning Thrust into a knifing only team, I left because that wasn't the vision that I sought. And also, there's a lot much more behind it, but that's all that I would like to state. So I was surfing around Twitter one day, and I found a tweet from Chaos X Silencer about Team Caliber in mid-June or July. I honestly can't remember because it was break, you know, you're just chilling in hibernation and shit. And then later on, they posted an RC for the sniping division, and I thought I had it in the bag since it was a new team. And so I was wrong. I grinded for clips day and night, but I had little success with getting clips. And that was mainly due to me not having the best chance at hitting clips because I don't have a lot of friends on my PlayStation Network account that play with me for sniping and understand this entire YouTube thing. And also because Bondi decided to mess with my life, and he decided to include the new sniper patch in, so he should just go kill himself. But I still made the RC, and I submitted. After a while, nobody checked my video response, and that is when I met this new awesome guy named BW2K, who is now a great friend. He helped me through the entire process, and he saw potential in me, but he said that I could improve, and I honestly thought that same thing, because why would I join a team if I am not going to be helpful to them and if I'm not going to bring success to them, because the team is supposed to benefit me if I'm amazing, not me benefiting the team at the same time. Sad to say, I was demoralized, but I accepted the fact that I needed to improve. Without any capture cards, I started making episodes and mini-tages to hopefully an underrated team would recruit me, because I'm still into teams, because I love growing into communities and stuff like that. So, a few weeks later, I saw this new team called Team Justice Pro. I'm sure that you guys know about this team because it's a refined team. It's an amazing team. And I saw that they were recruiting players for their sniping team. So I went for the RC, and after that, I contacted Just A-Rod. It's this guy that used to be in Justice, and now you guys will find out the rest of the story. So I got to know more about Just A-Rod, and then, you know, we hung out and chilled. And during that time, I also got invited to 2 teams because I posted mini-tages and episodes. And those were Chems and Crotalis. Short story made, Chems and Crotalis didn't last long because I didn't really want to start a team from the ground up because I don't really have the time anymore as I used to back when I was in elementary school. So anyways, I completed my Justice RC, but not with great clips. It was quad feeds, triple headshot feeds, but it was not, there were no 5-mans in there. And that's like a terrible thing. You need to have that one amazing clip to get onto the team, because anybody can literally go for a quad feed and call themselves a sniper. So Just A-Rod, he saw potential in me and said, "You're on the team, boy." He said he would add me to the team chat in the morning. And no way am I bashing him in any way. I just want to be realistic with you guys, and I don't want to be fake with you guys. I just want to explain to you guys the entire story. So don't think that I'm turning into this new I fly a line ass shit. So, entire week passed by, and I didn't get accepted onto the team. He was ignoring me, and then I got blocked by him on Twitter. I thought that I got scammed. I accepted the fact and just moved on with my life. So then one day, I was on a heated discussion with BWTK about how much we rage on BO2 and what we like/dislike about ghosts. Out of the blue, I brought up the topic of Just A-Rod and so on and so forth. I never thought I would have the back of such a great friend. So BW decided to help me and looked into the situation because of his amazing contacts. He be that known person. I still thank him to this day for sticking up for me because little things like that can honestly impact a person's day and brighten it up. And it's such a small thing, but it has such a huge ass effect. So an hour or so later, BW, he contacts me and he says that, hey, it's not Justice's fault, and it's just that Just A-Rod had left Team Justice the exact same day that he told me that I was on the team. So everything decided to fit into the place. The puzzle pieces started to fit in, and my anger towards Team Justice started to just go away, and it shouldn't have been there in the first place. Like, honestly, it shouldn't have, because it wasn't towards the team. It was towards a person, and trust me, I love the team. It's still great. I love the owner. I love their team. I was rooting for them during MLG. So, I accepted reality once again and moved on. I finally got the guts and told my parents about getting me an HD PVR2 Gaming Edition or an Elgato. But since my computer can't run an Elgato because I have Windows Vista, I said that, hey, I gotta buy HD PVR2 because that's the next best thing. This November that just passed, I got my new HD PVR2 Gaming Edition. So I finally made a new channel because I wanted to start fresh, and I honestly didn't like my old one. So I renamed it so it's a fresh new start, so I can start off as a new nub. Right a few weeks ago, I started getting more into GFX and made Prodigy Nelson overlays for a stream. And so here I am now, happy. But The moral of the story isn't that you shouldn't trust anyone. The moral of the story is, no matter how many hits you take, you can never quit or stay down. And you heard it first from me, Custom. Trust me, I thought about quitting so many times, but I knew that reality hits you back down so many times. It's your job to keep on fighting back, no matter what you get up to. It's just like a school fight. If someone punches you in the stomach, or he punches you and knocks you out in the dome, will you not fight back the next day? Will you not do any type of thing? You're gonna fight for yourself. So that's gonna conclude our commentary today, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want to see a lot much more snipe content, pub stomping content, or general live commentaries and streams, come over to my channel, and I do hope that you guys enjoy everything that I post on my channel as well as this commentary today. See you guys. This was Custom.